Hey guys, as you've seen on the thumbnail, today's video is on the top 10 health and safety tips that I recommend during this coronavirus or COVID-19. Now, just a quick tip, my business has increased tremendously. I know a lot of you guys have been laid off, some of you guys furloughed for weeks at a time. Not this business. But I do want to go over the top 10 health and safety tips that I recommend during this time. You need to be cautious, but I would not advise you to be fearful. There is a difference. Let's get started. So, the reason I made this video is mainly for those of you that are in the service industry, some of you guys that are dealing with customers, and especially those of you that are appliance repair techs, and also for my students. The first one that we're going to talk about is call the customer before you arrive. Now, I recommend this even if the pandemic wasn't going on. As a professional courtesy, you should be calling that customer, and I recommend 20 to 30 minute advance notice. That way they're prepared. If they have dogs, if they have things that they need to do, if they're away from the house at that time so that they can be there and you're not waiting. But under this pandemic and during this coronavirus COVID-19 time, that's one of the top 10 health and safety tips I recommend, is that you call the customer. The second one is wear a mask. Now, I am going to show a couple of the masks that I recommend. I know they've already recommended quite a few masks, and now I've been wanting to make this video for a while, so I've slowed down with my local business so I could get caught up. This is the one that I used to wear quite often. As a matter of fact, I purchased this maybe a year ago, long before coronavirus. And I did this for those of you that are appliance techs, or those of you that do anything with appliances because of dryers. But it's perfect for the coronavirus. Real strong mask. Here lately, I have purchased this one, and I will put a link below. I got a good deal on 5 of these. And then the other one that are disposal that you're seeing a lot of people wear nowadays is this blue one. And I purchased a box of them as well. So definitely wear the mask. Another tip, put on the mask, and I know you guys will think this is just common sense. Put on the mask before you go into the house. Before you knock on that door, have that mask on. The next I would recommend would be to wear gloves. Now, these are the gloves I wear most often. They are the Gorilla Grip. I like these. They're not stiff. They have protection. They're good for handling, especially for those of you that handle sharp objects like us, those of us that are appliance repair techs. I used to get my hand cut a lot when I open, disassemble dryers, washers, and you just accidentally touch something or you rub your hand, and I would find out about those nicks on that hand sanitizer I am going to show you here shortly. But I get these gloves in a pack of, I think, 5 or 10. Real good deal. I'll put the link below in the description. So definitely wear gloves to protect yourself, and nowadays doing this as a health and safety tip. Number 4, the uniform. Now, when you're out there wearing shirts, and for me and for those of you guys that are my students, I recommend something simple: blue jeans, shoes, and a company shirt. Now, I am wearing the Custome company shirt. My local company is Chris Appliance Company. I wear long sleeves. I'm not wearing them in this video, but I recommend long sleeves. Even during the summer, I used to wear a short sleeve, but as of the last couple of years, I do wear long sleeves, again, before the coronavirus. I definitely recommend it now. And with the gloves and the long sleeves that will cover those sleeves by your wrist area, then that helps to cover you also and protect you. The next one is number 5, foot cover. You'll see those, some doctors wear them, healthcare profession. I do recommend them now. As a matter of fact, sometimes when I go to the homes, if I don't have them on, customers will hand them to you out of the door. Outside the door. They will literally open their doors and say, do you have on foot coverings? They look at you. You got the mask on, you have the gloves, and then they'll say, hey, I do have foot coverings. And they will give you a pair. So pick them up as well. Number 6, have the customer make sure they're protected. At a very minimum, have them wear a mask. Even if you don't feel like you're going to come in contact with them in a close proximity, have them wear a mask. Also, make them practice safe distancing. They should wear a mask. I don't recommend gloves, but definitely a mask. Number 7, if there are other people in the home, children and if they have company, make them stay a safe distance. And if at all possible, stay in a different room. Don't even come where you are. Number 8, this one is a very big one for you appliance service companies or service companies as a whole, and of course the appliance tech. Take the most direct route to the appliance. All that means is if you can enter through the garage and the laundry room is right there next to the garage, or if they have a door. Some of your more expensive homes have an exterior door that's near the laundry room. Take that route. Call the customer, let them know, hey, what is the most direct route to that appliance? And most of them will say, oh, we have a side door or a side entrance. Take that. That will keep you from going through the home as well as a precaution. Number 9, this is happening a lot lately. Customers don't have pins. When you finish the job, you've serviced the appliance, repaired the appliance, or if you're a service company like carpet, termites, then when you start or you're about to finalize the appointment and sign the invoice, they don't have a pin. So guess what? They have to use your pen. I would have an extra one, maybe some throwaway pens, but if you do not, then sanitize that pen before you take those gloves off. Also, while I'm on that, phones, do not share that cell phone. Don't use theirs and don't let them use yours. But if you happen to lay that phone down on a counter, on an appliance, before you put that back to your face, to your ear, sanitize that cell phone. Number 10, you want to, when you finish that service call, when you finish that appliance, when you leave that customer's house and you take the gloves off, sanitize your hands again. In the car, in the vehicle, in the van, whatever you're using. Another tip, don't touch your hands or your face. Avoid touching your hands and face, especially until you have sanitized them again. Some of us, it's a habit. We touch our face. If we have drinks in the car, or if we have a soda or coffee or something that you use in your vehicle, it has not been a practice, let me put it that way, that you sanitize your hand before picking that drink up or that cup or that bottle and then use it again. You need to make that a practice. Now, here is the hand sanitizer that I use quite often. And all I do is get a refill. Cheap one, give it a couple of pumps, wash my hands real good, and then I keep it in the car. This should be part of your uniform, part of your tool bag nowadays. All of these items, this is the new norm. Carry them with you, have them in the vehicle, and I would recommend more than one, because there are times that you will forget and leave them at home or leave them in the customer's house. Guys, you need to practice safety. Take note of these top 10 health and safety tips that I recommend. Again, I have not stopped working since the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. Thank God I have been safe. I practice caution, not fear. If you guys got any questions, if I can help you in any way, leave a question below. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. If you have any other tips, place them below. And as always, be blessed and be encouraged.